بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولي الصالحين، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, I have been asked to speak about my journey in learning the Arabic language, and I've been asked to share my experiences in this regard. So here I am, sharing my journey and my experiences so that others may benefit. My journey, barakallahu feekum, in learning the Arabic language wasn't exactly the normal way of studying the Arabic language. When I finished school at 2008, that year, I wanted to travel to Yemen to seek knowledge. However, my parents refused due to security reasons. I decided to obey them in that, but I did not go to university. Rather, I started studying and seeking knowledge in my room in Australia. And the reason I decided to study in my own barakallahu fikum room, the reason was I did not want to waste time. So I didn't know any Arabic. Then besides كيف حالك, alhamdulillah, how are you? Alhamdulillah, بخير. That's it. Neither did I have any teacher to guide me. I did not have anyone to guide me through seeking knowledge, through barakallahu fikum, learning the Arabic language as a foreigner. However, I had knowledge of the books that are needed to be studied in order to learn Arabic language, which is the classical works of Dr. Abdul Rahim rahimahullah, the book series known as Medina Arabic, Book 1, Book 2, Book 3. My objective, barakallahu fikum, wasn't really to learn Arabic alone. Rather, my objective in learning the Arabic language was to seek knowledge. I wasn't learning the Arabic language just for the sake of the Arabic language. Rather, I was learning the Arabic language so that I can, barakallahu fikum, understand the Quran and the Sunnah and the scholars of Tafsir and the scholars of the Hadith and so on. So, to answer the first question, which is, how did you learn Arabic? As I said, I learned Arabic through the Medina Arabic series course. I studied Book 1 and Book 2. I had no teacher at that time, and the only available lessons were of an old man with a very strong Asian accent on YouTube, which I found very difficult. That is the reason I'm mentioning his Asian accent or his old age. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because I found it very difficult to understand him. So I couldn't benefit from his lessons. However, I found the works of the author himself, in which he titled The English Key. I found a series of small books that he titled The English Key. So all I had to work with was The English Key, authored by the author himself, rahimahullah. And alhamdulillah, for me that was enough. I did not have a teacher. I did not have anyone to help me study the books. However, I only had the English Key. And I made the English Key my, barakallahu fikum, my teacher basically. So I would read the English Key first and understand the concepts mentioned in that book, in that lesson. And then I'll go to the Arabic side of the book and I would read, barakallahu fikum, the Arabic course or the Arabic discourse that is mentioned in the Arabic side of the lesson. So a person might say, how did you get inspired to learn Arabic without a teacher? The answer is, barakallahu fikum, there was a brother that I got inspired by, who I went to school with. And this brother, hafidhahullah wa waffaqah, he was a very hard-working individual. And he was aspiring to be a doctor and a surgeon. And alhamdulillah, it seems as if he has accomplished his goals. وفقه الله. Al-Muhim, this brother, when he, barakallahu fikum, when we graduated the same year, his entry score was one of the highest. And, yani, barakallahu fikum, he did so well that he was on the news. So, this brother, barakallahu fikum, I used to speak to him and whatnot. And one time, as I was speaking to him, he told me about his story. He said when he came to the country, and he said, I came to the country about 5 years ago. He said, before I came to the country, I did not understand a word of English, except sorry, except the word sorry. So he said, I went to the supermarket and I asked, and I got my things, and the lady asked me, do you want a shopping bag with that? He said, I did not understand what she meant. I just kept saying sorry. I just kept saying sorry, sorry, sorry. And 5 years later, he graduated with this type of very high entry score. And later on, he became a doctor and a surgeon, etc. Jazakallah khairan. So basically, I said to myself, if this brother can do the same with the English language, I can do it with the Arabic language. I'll give myself 5 years. And alhamdulillah, barakallahu fikum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala benefited me through this mentality of barakallahu fikum, not giving up and working hard. Because I benefited that from this brother. Waffaqahu Allah. So I learned the Arabic language, barakallahu fikum, through the Medina Arabic books. طيب, what do you believe is the most efficient method in learning the Arabic language? I believe, barakallahu fikum, today, anyone and wherever he is, he can learn the Arabic language. If a person lives in China, okay, and he has access to a laptop and internet, he can learn the Arabic language. طيب. So I believe, wallahu a'lam, the most efficient method to learn the Arabic language is to study the Medina books. Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. Me, I studied Book 1 and 2, and I moved on to the Arabic grammar such as Al-Ajurumiyya, etc. Lakin, barakallahu fikum, we do not need to complicate, barakallahu fikum, the journey. You have to simplify it. Overcomplicating the journey to the Arabic language will, barakallahu fikum, make us abstain from taking the journey in the first place. So start. So my best advice to the student is start studying the book. Start studying the book, which is Medina Arabic Book 1. Start with it. And walillahi alhamdu wal minna, today we have lessons and teachers who have taught this book extensively on YouTube. From them being our dear brother Abu Ishaq Muhammad ibn Ahmad Al-Alawi hafidhahullah ta'ala wa baraka fih. In his channel Madrasatuna, the brother hafidhahullah has taught Medina Book 1 and Book 2, and he is going through Book 3 right now. I believe if a person does that and he focuses on that, by the time he's finished with this course, alhamdulillah, he will be someone who has learned the Arabic language. So it's easy. So the most efficient method is to study the books. These books, barakallahu fikum, the Medina books, are books that thousands and thousands of students of knowledge have learned Arabic language through. That's what we need to understand. These books are very good books, and the author, rahimahullah ta'ala, was very experienced. He took advantage of the university that he was in when he was teaching the Arabic language to the foreigners. So al-Muhim, this book is a book that thousands of people, thousands of students of knowledge have learned Arabic language through. So just use this book and start. Do not delay it. You have the lessons of Akhuna Abu Ishaq, start learning. Start the book. Start lesson 1 today. If you do this, barakallahu fikum, these lessons, an hour a day, 5 days a week, by the time you finish, inshallah ta'ala, a year and a half or a year, or you'll be someone that is familiar with Arabic language, and you would have learned the Arabic language by then. You would have learned the Arabic language by then. طيب. The second question, or the third question is, what are some struggles you faced? As I mentioned, some of the struggles were not being able to find a teacher. Not being able to find a teacher, and not being able to travel to seek knowledge. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has compensated for me these matters with, barakallahu fikum, the internet and the computer that I had. The internet and the laptop that I had. That's it. All you need, I believe, wallahu alam, in this time is to start seeking knowledge. All you need is a laptop and, barakallahu fikum, a book, a paper, and a notebook, طيب, and internet. If you have these three, you can start studying, barakallahu fikum, Arabic language from your house, in your room today. No need to delay. Best way to revise and maintain the Arabic language. What we need to know, barakallahu fikum, is that the best way to learn the Arabic language is, as I said, studying these books. And also not giving up. What causes many people to, barakallahu fikum, stop seeking the knowledge of the Arabic language is that they give up. They study book 1, for example. After they finish it, they start book 2, and they see that it's hard, it's getting harder, and they give up. They simply give up. However, barakallahu fikum, giving up shouldn't be an option. Giving up learning the Arabic language shouldn't be an option, because this is the language of the Quran and the Sunnah. This is the language of the scholars of Islam. This is the language of, barakallahu fikum, the wahi, the revelation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So if that is the case, barakallahu fikum, every person in this time, in this day and age, should try to be someone that has, barakallahu fikum, 2 to 3 languages in his pocket. 3 and 4 and more. The one who speaks only one language is considered an illiterate in this day and age. So a person has to be someone who can speak 2 or 3 languages. So if you're able to speak 2 languages or 3 languages, your mother tongue and English language, for example, then you have, barakallahu fikum, a lot of khair with you. Meaning you have the ability to learn another language. You have the ability to learn another language, and also, barakallahu fikum, the one who can speak one language as well can learn as well. The point I'm trying to say here is that, barakallahu fikum, learn Arabic for the sake of learning the Kitab and the Sunnah. If you're learning Arabic for the sake of seeking knowledge, then you shouldn't be giving up, because knowledge is from the cradle to the grave. من المحبرة إلى المقبرة. And by the time you finish, inshallah ta'ala, you will find that even if it takes you 2 years, 3 years, barakallahu fikum, it doesn't matter. Why are we in a rush? 3 years will go past like yesterday, barakallahu fikum. Let's think about the year that we're in right now, 2024. 2020 was 4 years ago. 2020 was 4 years ago. If you started, barakallahu fikum, learning the Arabic language through, if you started seeking knowledge 2020, barakallahu fikum, you would have graduated from a 4-year degree, for example, by now. So what I'm trying to say here is that time, barakallahu fikum, will fly. Time will pass through very quickly. So it is important to, barakallahu fikum, benefit and take advantage of your time and seek knowledge. مَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. As it comes in the hadith of Muawiyah in As-Sahihayn, that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, whoever Allah wants khair for, meaning the khair of this dunya and the khair of the akhirah, Allah will give him the understanding of the religion. Whoever Allah wants goodness for, complete goodness for, Allah will give him the understanding of the religion. So, and the understanding of the religion is not completed except by learning the Arabic language. So it is important to learn the Arabic language, and barakallahu fikum, it is important to seek knowledge so that we will benefit ourselves in this dunya and the akhirah. Wallahu tabaraka wa ta'ala alam.